Reverend Esther Ajayi have some words for Olori Naomi. Yes. Reverend Esther Ajayi is telling Olori Naomi that when the heat becomes too much, you return back into your hiding place. Yes, when the heat of every single thing happening in the palace becomes too much for you to bear, remember that you have a hiding place, and that place is your temple. Return there. Because remember that currently, as we speak right now, Olori Naomi is in the palace, and every of the outbreaks of the things that these women are doing, all the Oloris are doing, they are fighting, they are doing this. It is as a result of Olori Naomi being in the palace. So now, Reverend Ajayi is telling her, in fact, she's trying to tell her not straight, oh, but she's telling her that when the heat becomes too much, Naomi, remember that you have a hiding place. Return back to your hiding place and do not be projected into the face of the people who do not want to see you. So now, who are the people who don't want to see Olori Naomi? All the Oloris. But who wants to see Olori Naomi? The only badly wants to see him. But then when the Olori Naomi walks into that palace to go see the Ooni, it becomes a problem for these women, of which they feel they can stop it by fighting. Now, this is what Reverend Saja is telling Olori Naomi. If you come into the palace and it becomes too heated, and you know that this is not what you want for yourself, this is not a personality you want to build, just quietly carry your things and what? Return back to Akure. Because right now you have a church in Akure, it is well established. Yes, the Oni had to build a church in Ile-Ife for Olori Naomi, because when it became like Olori Naomi has a lot of things that will keep her still attached to Akure, the Oni had to look for a means to detach her completely from Akure to Ile-Ife. And you see that detachment he tried doing, it is worth it, because Olori Naomi being in the palace and being completely devoted in the palace is one of the most amazing things that is going to happen. Yes, one of the most amazing things that is going to happen. Now, when the Oni stepmother made a statement that if you are outside of the palace and then you look at what is happening inside the palace, you would not want to come inside. In fact, you will not even want to come there at all and even greet the owner in the morning and tell him that, Kabiesi, good morning. You will not want to. That Ekaro, you will not want to go and tell him in the morning. Because what the palace, what the kind of rumor and every single thing that has been boiling and generating out of the palace is something that nobody would want to even be a part of. It is nothing. So now, as we speak, it is it is the authenticity of whatsoever it is that these women feel they have, that Reverend Esther Ajayi is beginning to point out for Olori Naomi. See, these women, they can go to any extent. When people like Ronke made such statements of, you are lucky you have a son for the Ooni, if not, you would have known the real taste of what being in the palace seemed like. So now, when she went ahead to, let the elders of Akure know that Ooni's marriage with Olori Naomi is beneficial to the Ooni. That is why he's insisting by all means to bring Olori Naomi back. It was no new thing to anybody. But then we are surprised how the elders fell for that, because, well, we did not get to see the video, we did not get to see the document that she handed over to them that arose that kind of concern. And when the Ooni went for that meeting and he came out, the Ooni was furious. The Ooni was angry. That how can these people even believe something like this? That was what resulted to the elders of Ile-Ife making the statement that if you cannot believe the man whom you have successfully given your daughter to down to this point, then we are highly disappointed in whatsoever you are capable of doing. Yes, it is worth being disappointed. So now, Reverend Esther Ajayi is telling Olori Naomi that with all the build-ups that have happened, just return back home. Yes, if it's possible, go back home, go and stay home. When the wedding comes true, you will come back with your husband into the palace, because all of this news we keep hearing every day, that Naomi this, Naomi that are resulting to more fights, more war, more of this and that. It is not nice again. Yes, it is not nice again. And you see, as days progresses, you see as time passes by, you see as every single minute, all of us, we're beginning to come to that realization of what these women are doing. It is That is how much the Oni too is embracing, is enduring, he is subduing, he's overlooking. That's how bad it is. And you see, as this matter keeps on going, you see, as this matter keeps on going, these women would not stop. Truthfully, they would not stop. And the more these women keep fighting, the more they give Oni a leverage to send them out of the palace. Can you imagine these women came out to drag everybody that has a role to play in Olori Naomi's life? They came out to drag everybody, and they even dragged Reverend Esther Ajayi on it. And the people that Naomi relates with, it seems like this is where her maturity is contacted from, because Naomi behaved. Reverend Esther Ajayi, it did not even concern her with anybody. The woman was just her thing. She was just doing her thing, like no concern at all, no concern. She behaved like nobody spoke to her. The same thing with Reverend Funke Adejumo, when they were calling all of them out how useless they are. They don't advise Olori Naomi what kind of pastors or reverend or or priestess, prophetess are they. It did not concern any of them, because they know that the same way the oldest man in Ileife said, it is so unfortunate that they only got married to wives, but the bad luck there is that what he got married to a demon in each state he went to marry, because these women, their character, their attitude, all they exude day after day does not speak of people who are responsible. It does not speak of people who are ready to embrace change. Neither does it speak of people who want a better tomorrow, or who are even looking at the possibility of growing or growing an environment with their husbands. It doesn't speak so of them. So right now, that is it, though, my people. Reverend Ajayi is telling Olori Naomi in clear terms that when the heat becomes too much, please return back into your hiding place. Yes, if Akure is your hiding place, go there. If your church is your hiding place, go there. Just stay away from the picture of the whole drama. And after all this, why? After every single thing that's been happening, Olori Naomi finally spoke once. And when she spoke, she told them that what she has a life to live. And nobody should behave like she's supposed to be answerable to anybody. No. Naomi is not meant to be answerable to anybody. Naomi has her life to live. Naomi has every of her thing to do. But what is most baffling is how they behave like Naomi has no right to live this life. Naomi has no audacity, authority to do her things the way she's meant to do them. Talk, my people, oh, we are in no place to conclude, neither is it in our place to draw any curtain. But make we wait see how this whole matter go play. But you see, these women, they have not even seen anything, because when they only this start showing them pepper, that is when they will know that Cameroon pepper no be small thing.